everyone, it's Carrie here from the Female Entrepreneur Association, and welcome to the 10-Minute Masterclass, your weekly dose of inspiration to build a successful business. And I am ridiculously excited right now because we are joined by the amazing Lewis Howes. He is the creator of the incredible podcast, The School of Greatness, and also the new author of this incredible book, also called The School of Greatness. And in this session, we are going to be talking all about how you can tap into your greatness. Isn't that what we all want to do? Lewis, thank you so much for being here. I'm so
Thanks
excited
for
to have you here.
Appreciate it, Carrie.
Congratulations on your book. It is so amazing. I literally ordered it and it arrived today, and I'm so excited. I'm flicking through it.
And you're in the UK, right?
Yes, I'm in the UK.
It's amazing. They want to ship it quick.
Yeah,
I love it.
Good old Amazon doing that. But I can't wait to just jump into it and start reading it. And I love this stuff. I love everything that you talk about and everything that I'm sure is in this book and what you talk about on your podcast. Like, one of my favorite quotes of all time is by Viktor Frankl, who said, "Everything in life can be taken away from you except for your freedom to choose how you respond." And to me, that is so empowering, but it also kind of makes me realize that it's all about mindset. It's all about your perspective. It's all about your attitude, which I know you talk about in here. And I think that is a lot to do with greatness and like how we create our lives. So I'm so excited to talk to you and hear your strategies for how we can all kind of up level and tune in more and become more great. But before we get to all that, I would love to just start off by talking more about your story or hearing about your story, because I know it's so inspiring. So how did you get into all this, and where did it all begin for you?
You know, it began with a dream when I was a kid. I wanted to be a professional athlete my entire life and struggled all through my childhood, dealing with not feeling good enough, not feeling worthy enough, not feeling smart enough. I struggled a lot in school. It was hard for me to read and write. And I put all of that anger and aggression into sports because that's where I did find some talent and find where I was getting some acknowledgement. So I put all my energy into being the best athlete I could be to go play professional football. I went on and achieved that goal, and I spent my whole life, all my energy was into one thing, to be this professional athlete. That's all I cared about. I had zero backup plan. I didn't think about anything else. It was eat, sleep, breathe, sports. So my rookie season playing football, I got injured and I had to have surgery on my wrist, and I was recovering for about 6 months with this cast on, and then for a year and a half I was recovering total on my sister's couch because I didn't have any money. I didn't have a job now. I didn't have a college degree at the time, and I was at a crisis point where I was 23 years old. Maybe I was 24 at the time, at the end of it, and my identity was gone. My whole identity was wrapped up in this one dream to be a professional athlete, and now I couldn't do it. So I had a choice to make. I had a choice to make, to respond to. And that was either stay, kind of down and out and just get an average job and not do anything that I really believe in doing, not go after and find a new dream and just make it in life, or I could figure out what it was I really wanted next, what was calling me. And that took a while. I didn't really know what I wanted until I tried a few things, took some action, found some mentors, got the support I needed to really see what I didn't like. I tried a lot of things to realize, okay, that's not what I like. I don't like doing that. I don't like doing that. Until I kind of got in the zone of where I'm at now. And it's been incredible. So I've built companies, I've sold companies, I've done a lot of stuff in the entrepreneurial space, but now I'm really focused on this message of greatness and how we can unleash and tap into, living really what we were born to live. And that may shift and evolve over time. For me, that was being a professional athlete early on, but when something happens and we're not able to follow that dream anymore, then how do we get to the next place in our life? And how do we get unstuck if we feel like we're at a position we're not really fulfilled or happy with currently in our life? And what I love talking to, actually, the people I love to talk to the most is the people that have a really good life, and they've got a good relationship, they've got a good marriage, they've got a good job, a good career, they've got a good family, they've got good health. For me, that's the people I think actually need to listen to this message the most, because I feel like those people are trapped in something really good when they could have extraordinary, but they're unwilling to see it because everything is just good enough.
Yeah.
And so I like to share this message that I'm learning from all these individuals. I'm constantly reaching out to great minds in various fields of work and asking them, how can we tap into this? this access that we have inside of us? What are the tools, the strategies, the exercise that we can apply to our lives to get to that next step and make it even better so we can have the most fulfilling, magical lives
Yeah.
ever?
I
So
love
that's what I'm
that.
up to.
It's so amazing, so inspiring, and also so exciting. And I love the fact
Very.
that in your story you talk about, or in what happened to you, the fact that you had this major setback. And I think so many people have setbacks and then they think that's it. And I love also how you said that you tried so many things and that so many things didn't work out, because there's
Mhm.
so often people, they get stuck in not knowing, and it's like they just live in this constant state of I don't know, I
Yeah.
don't know, I don't know, and so they never kind of become more and live up to their potential. And I just agree with you so much on everything you said. Like, life is to be made extraordinary. Like, we only live one life. You have to make it
Yes.
amazing and like step up. So talking about stepping up, then obviously you shared so many, you'll share so many amazing lessons in this book. But what would be your top steps for someone to take who wants to
Hmm.
up level, who wants
Yeah.
to tap more into their greatness? What would your top steps be for them?
The three things that I would say would be to get started. One is to have a clear vision on what you want next in your life. And this doesn't mean you have to know exactly what you want for the rest of your life or this, but what do I want right now? How do I want to feel right now? What type of experiences do I want to have? What type of money do I want to be making? What type of impact? And so, what I talk about in the first chapter of my book is having a clear vision. Most people don't know what they want. So, how do we get clear on, okay, the next 6 months, the next year, whatever that looks like, what is it you want? And I walk people through an exercise. So, this exercise I'll share with you guys right now is called the perfect day exercise. And I did this a lot back in sports, and I've been doing this my whole adult life, and I find it extremely valuable on helping myself get clear on what it is I want to feel every single day and the experiences I want to have. So I'm going to give you as a challenge, because I think we talked about giving a
Yeah.
challenge. Maybe I'll just do it now. Is to do this exercise, and what I'll say is post it on your Facebook page, Carrie. They can post an image of this on their Facebook page when they're done so we can see it, and tag both of us so we can see it. And it's called the perfect day exercise. What I want you to do is I want you to go to nature, somewhere in nature for an hour. Now, this may be one of the most challenging things to go into nature for an hour because you probably haven't done it in a long time. So I want you to go for 1 hour without your phone or any electronics and no one else around you. This could be a park. This could be the forest. This could be the ocean. I don't care where, but go somewhere where there's no one around you, where you can have some peace and quiet, no electronics. And for an hour, you're going to dream. You're going to do something that you probably haven't done since you were a kid because you've been so connected to devices and what you think you're supposed to do and what your parents want you to do and your spouse wants you to do. And you're going to go in there and dream for 1 hour about what a perfect day could look like in your life. What does that day feel like? Who are you hanging out with? What are the experiences you're having? What are you eating? Where are you traveling to? Where do you live? What are you focusing your attention and your energy on? What are you creating? And you're going to write this down from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed. What are you doing in your perfect day? Write everything down as detailed as possible, descriptive as possible, just so you can see in front of your face what it could look like. And don't stop writing until you get it all out there, what your heart desires. And you have to do this without feeling any shame or any guilt. So if you say, I really want to be a painter or an artist, and I want to go travel to Paris and train under these great artists, but you've been telling yourself, but I can't do that because my parents will disown me or something, and you've been feeling guilty. You've got to let go of all shame and all guilt and just put down what your heart desires on the paper, just so you can see it in front of you what it is. So that's step one.
Okay.
Step two of the perfect day exercise. You've written it down so you have an idea of what you want, your dream. The second thing is you've got to put it into practice, into actionable steps, so you can fit it into your everyday. So what I did from sports, my sports background, is I learned some amazing things. When I would walk into the locker room before practice, the great teams, we would have an itinerary. We'd have a piece of paper hanging in the locker on each one of our lockers with the itinerary for what we were doing for that practice. From every moment, from the water breaks to the drills we were running to every time slot, we knew exactly when we're starting, when we're ending. if we just showed up and the coach was like, okay, come on the field when you want and we'll throw the football around and we'll see what we can create, it would have been chaos. We would have just, we wouldn't have created results the way we did. We wouldn't have been as organized. But we were so detailed with what we needed to fit into those practice time slots that we were able to get closer to the vision of winning that week and our goal for that week. So what you want to do is you want to create an itinerary on a different piece of paper. From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed, it could be 7 a.m., 8 a.m., every 15 to 30-minute increments, what are you doing from what you just wrote down on your perfect day? How are you fitting that into your everyday? And start slotting it in there. You may not be able to fit everything in there right away, but maybe you can just fit the first hour of the things you want to do into your day. And you can add another hour and just start building upon that. The goal is so you start living what you envision, what you imagine, what you really want to do, and you start putting it into practice every single day. So this is called the perfect day exercise. There's 2 parts to it. I want you to do it. How many days are we going to give them to do it? When should we have them?
I usually set 7-day challenges because it's like you'll start to see results. They can challenge themselves to see results within like a really short period of time. And I think doing something like that, I'm sure even on the second day when they've actually got their itinerary and the day written out, I'm sure they'll start to be like, wow, and see some transformations.
So 7-day challenge. Let's make it 6 days. Let's step them up a day.
Okay.
So 6 days to get you even step up with urgency. You know, one of the things that I don't think we do enough of is we don't live in urgency. Life is now. If you say 7 days, like this takes an hour. So why not take the next 24 hours, create the space in your day to go do this. It could be 30 minutes. It doesn't have to be an hour, but I recommend an hour. You know, life is now. So many of us as entrepreneurs, you see this all the time, Carrie. We wait. We wait till something's perfect. We wait till we have the time. We wait till we're ready. Listen, you're not going to be ready.
Yeah.
You've got to create this. Life is now. There may not be tomorrow. There may not be 7 days from now. And do you want to end your life not actually realizing what you want to do and starting that process? Or do you want to do it right now so you can start getting the results you've always dreamed of? Mm-hmm. So I say 6 days is too long, but we'll say 6-day challenge. And if you do it in the next 24 hours, you get bonus points from me.
They have to do the challenge right up today. They have to go and take themselves off for an hour today. And then create their itinerary for tomorrow. And then onwards. And then see the results of where they're at on day 6.
Perfect. Well, I just want them to submit. I want them to take a photo of their perfect day and their itinerary and upload it to your Facebook page. That's what I want.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much for coming to share that. I just think it's so helpful and it's so empowering. And I just think, like we all, like you say, we all have got so much greatness within ourselves, and it just gets so clouded sometimes, and life gets in the way. But we really need to like take a step back and just allow ourselves time to work on ourselves and to actually be intentional about the lives we're living and what we're creating and what we're achieving in life. So I just think this is so amazing. Thank you so much for coming to share your amazing tips with us all. I'm so grateful.
You're welcome.
And everyone, you need to get out there and get your hands on a copy of this book. I'm going to put all the details and the links in the blog post. And we're also doing a giveaway, but just for this week. So if you want to win a copy of the book, all you need to do is leave a comment. I'll put all the details on the blog. So just check it out and definitely get involved. And just to finish with, I feel like I'm a cheat sometimes. I like to go to the end of people's books because I feel like at the end, they always say something impactful, and you didn't disappoint. Because at the end of this, you said, greatness is a voluntary degree. Couldn't agree more. Its study is self-administered. That means it's all on you, and you get out of your life what you put into it. I just think it's so true, and it just sums it up, and it just makes me realize that like it's in our hands. It's in every single one of our hands. So every person that's watching this video right now, it's up to you to go and put what Lewis said into action and to go and make your life even greater than it is now and achieve incredible things. So definitely go and do it. And I will see you next week for another 10-minute masterclass. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch one of our videos. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I've got something really exciting that I would love to send your way. We have created the Make It Happen guided visualization for you to listen to every single day for the next 30 days to help you to condition yourself to make incredible things happen. And along with that, we have the Make It Happen workbook to help you to get really clear on your goals, to get so much focus and clarity, to make a plan of action so you know what you need to do and when you need to do it. So if you would love us to send them your way, then all you need to do is subscribe to the email list below and they will be on their way to you. So definitely do that and come and join an incredible group of women who are so passionate and determined to achieve amazing things and build successful businesses. And I will see you next week for another 10-minute masterclass.